So I think the challenge is that like world computer, people have access, people can see what's going on, but it's actually really low level. And to actually analyze what's going on is not straightforward at all. It's like you zoom in really deep into it and then thing is kind of messed up. So you have to piece together like different insight, different info and try to reconstruct what people actually try. This one is not a like kind of clean cut technology solution where you write a coolest algorithm and solve the thing. It's kind of combination of doing technical work and a lot of like staring at data, drink a lot of coffee and try to figure out piece by piece what people do, like a problem solving, like a detective game. Hi, I'm Yo-Yo. I'm a blockchain research lead at SCB 10X Lab. Our team focuses on researching on newest technology and maybe try to build something or contribute to the ecosystem. I have experience in doing AI and data research, and also when the blockchain come, I realized that it would be really interesting to work on. I moved on to doing mostly Web3 infrastructure and maybe cryptography research. Since I joined blockchain community, it is one of the biggest and coolest community. So just start from helping out other people that try to build in the ecosystem and gaining experience until I start to building on my own. I think the concept of world computer, censorship resistant, distributed computer is really interesting. Now everybody can contribute, can write things, can build things and interact cross borders. Without any limitation and no censorship. We start from a question whether how much cryptography actually adopted on blockchain, and actually how much of any type of technology get adopted on the chain. I mean, it's a world computer. Everything is run there, but it's really hard and really messy to keep track of what's going on. So we try to shed some light on like what people do on it. That's why we build EVMTrace. It's basically go into detail of different transactions, different programs that people actually run on it and try to analyze and extract some insight into what people actually do. So I think the challenge is that like world computer, people have access, people can see what's going on, but it's actually really low level. And to actually analyze what's going on is not straightforward at all. It's like you zoom in really deep into it and then thing is kind of messed up. So you have to piece together like different insight, different info and try to reconstruct what people are actually trying to do. To be honest, it requires some coding, actually a lot of coding and a lot of coffee. This one is not a like kind of clean cut technology solution where you write a coolest algorithm and solve the thing. It's kind of combination of doing technical work and a lot of like staring at data, drink a lot of coffee and try to figure out piece by piece what people do, like a problem solving, like a detective game somehow. What EVMTrace does in this first version is a hackathon version, so it's just built in 2 weeks. We focus on detecting what kind of cryptography people actually use on blockchain. Mainly, if you look at what normal transaction people do, they might be just like strike transaction, but actually they can do more than that. There might be some cryptography like zero knowledge proof or some advanced cryptography that's going on. We be able to detect those transactions and maybe analyze it. And let's say we realize that like 10 to 15% of transaction on some chain is actually use advanced cryptography. On different chain might be a lot lower, and we be able to classify into like different group of cryptography that we can keep track of the trend of like what technology like kind of trendy, what kind of like lost some popularities and so on. I think first of all, we are probably the first team that can answer the question of how many transactions actually use this technology, like quantify into like numbers that like, okay, this amount of transaction is doing that. We are the first, and I think it would help the community kind of navigate the technology development, that like what should be improved, what not, and what kind of should be built, I guess. I think we start from the problem statement, and then I think there's already a bunch of technique that out there, as in, we stand on shoulder of giant. There's a lot of different research doing different things. We just like apply them all into this specific problem. I think that would come in like our longer term vision of the product. I think we want people to be able to know who build what, and if they want to look for some specific technology that they want to adopt, they should be able to find who use it and how they use it. That would give people a lot of information to decide their own solution for their specific case. I hope to at least contribute to making the ecosystem more mature in general. It's like if you go into more traditional software or something, people always somewhat know what is the best practice or what people do and how and so on. I think it's still a bit lack in this fast-paced ecosystem. People don't know what people build and where and how. So I hope we can contribute to give people better visibility in general. I think the first step into optimizing anything is you have to be able to kind of measure and discover first. Otherwise, you kind of go blind on it, which is not cool, I guess. So at least we hope we make this more visible to people. So SCB10X Lab is a research-focused team inside SCB10X. We want to research on the cutting-edge technology and try to see what it can do, and also contribute to the ecosystem by maybe building, researching, maybe we publish some research, some work, or just contribute to open source or build products such as EVMTrace.